agenda first about this session. So first we will discuss what is product roadmap, why product roadmap is critical to design, or why it is considered as a critical one. Then the survey insights. So Amoebiods Technologies conducted a survey of about 300 product managers and designers, and what they think about the product roadmap. So we will discuss about that. Then how to develop a product roadmap, and then the product roadmap examples means how we can design a product roadmap. Then we will talk about our app, that means the app from Amoebiods, that is roadmap portal app, which is a add-on of Jira service management. So we will discuss about that app, its quick demo. Then the use cases means how this app beneficial for the product managers to build their product roadmap, which is a very correct one and powerful one to make their product success. And then I will share some useful resources with you that will be useful for building a product roadmap. So first start with the what is product roadmap. So product roadmap means a shared source that has the vision, direction, priorities, and progress. So it's a plan of action that aligns the organization around a short and long term goals for the project or their product. So this is how it will be achieved. So software roadmap reveals four key elements. So these four key elements are vision, direction, priorities, and progress. Means the vision of the roadmap. So what should be included into the roadmap, what should not be included in roadmap. Then the what direction should be followed uh, to achieve success in roadmap. Then to assign the priorities to the tasks that are added to your roadmap, and to track the progress. So all these keys are very important to make our product success. So let's come to the next slide. So why the roadmap is so critical, or why it is considered as a critical. So when we discuss any feature, or we get any feature request or enhancement request from the customer, so we need to discuss upon it that what is its customer value, does it supports our organization's mission, and then we need to communicate with sales, and then finally decide whether to add this request to our roadmap portal and start working on it, or we will wait for other customers whether what they think about this feature, and take our decision to add this request into our roadmap or not. So your roadmap must meet these three critical objectives. So let's come to the next slide, that is the survey insights. So what survey said. So Amoebiods Technologies recently done a survey with 3,000 project managers. So what they why they use roadmap, or what they uh, why they build a roadmap, and how they use the outcomes from the uh, customers. So 47% of the product manager use it for identify the opportunities. So they used to it for identify new opportunities, new features to be added to their products, so that it will be more customer friendly, and it will achieve the more success. 18% thinks that to develop a product vision and strategy they use the roadmap. 2% says that for marketing activities they use the roadmap, and 33% says that to improve the service delivery. So this is what the survey says about the roadmap. Let's come to the next slide, that is how to develop a product roadmap. So to develop a product roadmap, there are key elements. like goals, initiative, releases, timeline, epics, and feature. So we can first we need to set the goals, what we need to, want to develop, and create the objectives. They are time bound for the each task, and say create those goals. Then the next step is initiative. So initiative is high level themes to work, describe how your efforts will contribute to your goals. That comes under the initiatives. Then release. Releases mean the plans, the different releases, and launch a new product functionality represented on a timeline. So on a timeline, release the new product. Then next come the timeline. So a visualization when the product releases will be occur over the time. So we must have designed a timeline and the different releases that should be released on the different over the time, different timelines. There are epics also, means there are bunch of releases. We can club them together for larger work and make it as epic, and release it as a multiple releases. So this is for epic. And last one is the features. So for a specific piece of new or improved functionality that results in the value of users. So then once our product is launched, then we can develop a new features depending upon the value of users. So the roadmap is most important for this features thing. So what customers think about the product, what they want, new functionality, new enhancement, or they want to report a bug, and all these things can be managed using the roadmap. So these steps should be followed to create a roadmap. So to create a roadmap of any product or any project, we should define your product strategy first. Then we need to review and manage your ideas. Means first we need to define our strategy. Then all our ideas we need to review first, manage first, break down into different tasks, and add them into a roadmap. Then these ideas we can differentiate them upon the features and requirements, what features are should be there in the roadmap. Then we can organize releases depending upon our features, that what feature should be included into various releases, and we can organize those releases and release it one by one. And the last one is the choose the roadmap view, means how the roadmap should be look like into the end user, also to the product manager. Means customer can easily figure out that uh, how each request is transitioning through a roadmap. So we can choose this roadmap view. So after this is all about the roadmap of the products or projects that product managers or product designers use. So here comes the roadmap portal for Jira, that is our app from Amoebiods technology. How this app can help product manager or product designer to make his job easy. Or you must know that in to we can we use Jira Service Management for for customers to report a bug, to add any feature request or enhancement request using Jira Service Management ticket. So what project manager do? So here I can see you show you one example of feature request. Suppose, sorry. So this is a feature request from one of our customer. He want the widget to be classified. So what he does, he directly use the Jira Service Management tool and logs a request from here. So from here he can create a ticket. If you want to request new feature improvement or report a bug or other question, he can create a ticket. So this is how the internal ticket created to the JSM, Jira Service Management. And from here, development team or product manager first, product team, that is managers and designers, first check here whether we want to implement this feature or this feature is already requested by any other customer, or is the feature is trending, means lot of users are expecting this feature, or this feature is actually useful for the product. So he will take a decision. If it is okay, then he will consider it to be add to our product, and then create an internal ticket in a software project and assign it to a development team. So this is how the uh, whole process works. So which feature to be developed, or which should be rejected. So what if we can put all this data together on one screen, so that in this case, what product manager needs to do, he need to go all the tickets raised by the customers, then he need to scan all those tickets, and then he need to check which feature is important, then reject some features, accept some features that those are important, and add to it to roadmap. So it is time taking, and there is a possibility of duplicate request also, because there is no customer collaboration. uh, Customer cannot see the another customer's request. So he, if he wants some features, he has only one way to log this request. He don't have any idea that this feature is already requested by someone else, or if this feature is planning to develop by the company, then what are insights of these features, does it meet my requirement. So all these things we can put onto one portal, which can be a public, can be a private. And on this portal, if this is public, it is available to available publicly, and anyone can come and see this portal. So let's go to the next slide, that is the roadmap portal examples. So this is how the roadmap portal will look like. This will have the branding of company. The company can add their logo here, their board title, and they can add the different tabs. In that those tabs, there can be a different columns. So these columns are fully configurable, and the data in these columns are fetched using the JQLs. So admin can configure a JQL for each column, and the data can be fetched. So that I will be show you in actual demo. So here, what end user can do, plan different releases, or can show the end user the status of an issue. Here in this roadmap, you can see this company is planning releases like quarterly. So April to June, they are planning these issues. In next quarter, they are planning this, and after that, they are planning to deliver those issues. uh, this is another example of a roadmap portal. In this portal, we can directly show you the planned features, means these features are accepted by the company and they are planning to implement in their roadmap portal. So planning to implement in their product. So whenever this issue is transitioned, means they are actually ready it for development. uh, then they will come into the next in line, means they are ready for development. When developer actually starts working on it, they will come into this in progress status. Then anyone visiting this roadmap can see that this feature is in development stage and will be shipped in few days. So all the in progress features or bugs that are reported, you can see in progress section if team has already starting working on it. And when release is done, these are moved to the shipped section. Means you can create the different sections like this, and you can show the transition of the issues to the end users. And the uh, as this board is publicly available, any user can see this board, and after login to this board, any user can react on these issues. React in the sense he can add comment over the issue, add vote over the issue. So this is for what, suppose as a customer I want a feature like clone a board. So before creating a new feature, I can just come to this roadmap portal and search here, is there any such feature is requested by uh, other customer. So I can see the clone board is requested by some other customer. So after opening this, I can see the all the requirements or the all the insights of this. So I can if it is meets my requirement, I can directly upload this. If I expecting something else or something different, then I can write a comment there that if you do some changes like this, then this will be meet my requirement. So this is how the communication will work over the that um request. So it is not only the customer responsibility to come here and check that this feature is already requested or not. So suppose there can be a multiple feature request, so product manager can do that. He can uh, mark one as duplicate, show only one request here, and add on behalf of another user that he is requesting that feature too. So product manager can also do the these things. So this is the main view for the end user and product manager also to manage their products. So this is the third example. Here also you can see the same sections. So this is very flexible configuration, means you can control the what data should be shown here, what data should be shown in the details of this card, and what type should be shown here, what should be their text, what should be their how many columns should be there, what data should that each column have. That I will all show you in a demo. So next, come to the roadmap portal for Jira Service Management, means our actual uh, product or the app for Jira Service Management. So, so how it uh, help the product designer or product manager. So product designer no more wading through feedbacks and requests. So there is no need to go to the all feedbacks or request, then scan those requests and check for the request. He can just go through this roadmap and check the new request and which request is trending or what customer is expecting. So they and the easy configuration and easier management. So this board is very easy to configure and easy to manage. So I will show you quick demo how it works. So on your service management project, yeah, as it is this app is only for service management. On your service management project, on left hand side, if you have roadmap app installed, you can see the link of roadmap portal. So on click on that link, you will see the different board configure. So for this project I have configured these many boards. Yeah, for first time you will see empty screen here and the only add board button, and you can add the multiple boards for your uh, multiple projects. So if you have multiple projects in handling by your Atlassian side, you can create a multiple boards. So I have created a test board here. So this test board will look like this. So all these configurations are here. So in edit I can show you the configurations. So this title is test board, so this title is configurable. We can set any title. Then the description, this is optional. We can set the description here. Then the path to this roadmap portal, you can see the path to this roadmap portal, the subdomain here. So this subdomain you can set here what subdomain should be there. And the roadmap access, now it is publicly accessible, so you can see it is uh, accessed publicly. Suppose I make it private, then it will be available only after logging in. So the main USP of this is end user can use his Jira service management credential to log in this board. So there is no need to um, create users and they give them access to our roadmap portal. They can directly use their Krida service Jira service management credentials. So here it will redirect you to Jira service management and will log in you. So after login, you can see your name. So here my login details are saved in cookies, so it will it logged me in directly. So yes, I will show you in incognito mode. So if your board is private, so while logging, it will redirect you to Jira Service Desk window. You have to enter your credentials here, and using same credentials, you will logged into this portal. So after logged in, you can add your vote to any issue. Here my vote is already added. You can see the added vote here. So you can remove the added vote. End user can remove vote, add vote. If you are admin or service desk agent, you will show these two extra links that admin can. Admin means the in our case the project manager can add on vote behalf of or remove vote behalf of. Then he will add the comments to the issues. So here the conversation can begin over this issue. Here there is the description. So I will show you the our uh, production roadmap for our project. So this is our production roadmap. So now we have started working on this ability to add cover image on issue card. So this is in now this is only planned when developer will actually start working on it when the issue is transition. So I will show you the linked issue about this. So there is no need to, this is automated by the service management. When end users start working on this, there is no need to product manager to come here and move this from this bucket to this bucket. It will automatically transit from the uh, another bucket depending upon the status of your Jira issue. So the linked Jira issue is this, and in that the software project, the linked issue is this. So now this is in writing specs status. So that's why this is in to be planned bucket. Now if you see any in progress one, so this will be in development stage. You can see this is in development stage. So this will okay, in development and in QA, up to in QA. Whenever it goes live, it will come to the shift bucket. For these users, you can these issues you can see the issue status is live in live states. So this will transition automatically. This is live state, right? So there is no need to product manager or any user to come here and manage this roadmap to transit this. So all this is because of power of JQL. So that I will show you how these tabs and columns are configured. So to configure these tabs and columns, there is first about let me tell you these other functionalities. So this is the comments. The end user can directly allow the comments, or they can set it to moderate comments, so that admin and JSD agent can moderate comments, approve them, then only it will be available on public portal. Or uh, we can disable the comments. If you disable the comments, uh, end user cannot comment on any card here. You cannot comment on any card. So this is for comment. Then this is a board layout. So you can see uh, this layout is vertical, so end user can set it a horizontal layout, so you can see the issue columns in horizontal way. So this is layout, this is header link. So this header link also is configurable. We can give any name to this link, and the URL where it should go, we can disable this link also. Then we can show the JSD widget. So you must be familiar with the JSD, Jira Service Desk or Jira Service Management widget, to take the feedback or any submission from end user. So we can uh, embed this widget to our roadmap portal. So from here only the end user can submit their request. So this feature request is the JSD widget, which we can configure from here. So we can put the widget key here, then it will start showing on roadmap portal. Then this is the favicon icon. Then we can show the favicon icon for branding our company. Then the board logo for more branding. Then we can select a theme. Now this theme is dark theme. I can make it the light theme, so you can see how it look like. This is light theme. So for more branding, we can change the look and feel of this board. That is also in next configuration part that I will show you. So this is about the theme. And now come to main part, that is the data. What data should be shown here? How the number of columns, number of tabs, that all in tabs and columns field. So here we can add the tab number, what number of tabs we want, and in each tab we can add a column, and for each tab we can give a name, and each column we can give a name. And for a specific column we can disable the customer votes. If you want to disable customer vote for specific column, we can disable it. And now the main part is what data should be fetched for each column. Then that is from JQL. So from JQL we can fetch the data and show here. So this is all about power of JQL. So we can use the JQL in more intelligent way by creating the custom fields and the predefined fields in Jira to show data here. So suppose I can create one custom field in my Jira that show it on roadmap portal, and it will have different options like yes, no, uh, or these buckets transitions. So according to that custom field value, it will show here, and I can use that custom field in my JQL. So all this data is fetched by JQL. So this is all about the tabs and columns. Then there is a next tab, that is field mapping. So field mapping is very important. That is for more security, or for protect our confidential info. Suppose in case companies want to show these cards or these cards details, but they don't want to show all data. Suppose I don't want to show this reporter, or I don't want to show this summary. Instead of this summary, I want to map any custom field. Means I want to control the information that is shown here, that all be controlled by this field mapping. Means in case of summary, it should be visible on issue detail, it should be visible on issue card. uh, can it be filtered, or I want to map it in any other field. So for same for description, status, issue key, labels, issue type, and we can add additional fields also. For additional field, we can use the different default fields plus custom fields here. So additional fields plus creator name, voter and comment name, means all this setting, this data is loaded here as per these settings. So user uh, admin have full control what data to be shown here by using these settings. Then there is a custom domain for more branding. So you can see all these boards are loaded on default domain, that is roadmapper.app. So suppose I want to load my domain on my own domain. Suppose my company is like xyz.com. So my board name should be like my product name .xyz.com. So this can be done using this setting, custom domain. So user can set up his custom domain. So for more branding, uh, he can add this setting. Then there is a release notes. These release notes, we have our another product, that is automated release notes, that I already told you. So what that release notes does, it will automatically create the release notes for your product. So suppose you are using that product also and you want to show these release notes on your roadmap portal, so that is also possible using this setting. So in this board we have shown the our release notes. So for these release notes you can see a separate tab here, release notes, and these release notes are rendered via our new app, that is automated release notes. So whatever recent releases you have done and their notes will be appear here. So this is about release notes, and now the next section is about the embed Confluence documentation. So for each project or each product we have Confluence documentation maintained, right? So we can share that Confluence document also on roadmap portal, means we can embed that. So for that we use our another app, that is embedder. We can integrate this app in our this roadmap portal and show the Confluence documentation on roadmap portal. So here you can see this docs link here. The Confluence documentation is loaded. So here also you can see the embedder tab. So here it is embedder tab, right? So this Confluence documentation is loading here. This is my Confluence documentation, this is test documentation. So we can embed our release notes, our Confluence documentation, and the our roadmap in our board. And now come to the last tab, that is customize HTML CSS. So these are two common themes available, that is dark theme and light theme. Apart from that, I want more customized CSS, that I want to match it to my theme, or I want my own theme, or suppose I want my own custom footer, and in header I want my own custom CSS. So that is also possible using this customized HTML and CSS. So here you can add the custom CSS to these classes we have provided. You can see the classes provided here in this documentation link, and you can add your custom footer also. Suppose, let me show you. Suppose I want to add this custom footer. So it will be refreshed after preview, after save after 3 seconds. You can see in your preview that is this footer is added. Now I want to add some CSS to this footer. Okay, now you can see this footer is appearing. Now I want to make whole board in this theme only, this orange theme. So I have written already some classes here. I will directly add this to custom CSS. Okay, it will it have full control. What color should your background have, what color should this text have, this text have, login button, all these things. Suppose I discard these changes, it will come to the original position. uh, uh, Unless and until I save this, it will not affect this board. It will not affect this board. Now I am saving this. Now you can see all changes are reflected here. Okay, so end user can make it uh, change its look and feel, and make it this feature make it more flexible, the roadmap portal. So this is all about the quick demo of our roadmap portal app. Now discuss the USPs or use cases of this app. So the main use case of this app is the feature ideas and management on a portal. Means all data we will have on one place, and everyone will have access of it. Everyone in the sense, if we make it a public, all users can access it. If we make it a private, all users, those have customer account with us, they can use their Jira service management credentials and log into the board and see the all features ideas on the board. This is the main use case. Another use case, customer can vote and feedback. Vote and feedback means end user can see the request from another users also. Means customer collaboration is here. They can react on another request. uh, they can uh, vote on request. They can comment on request and can be a participate part of the conversation over the new features. Another important feature is that some companies don't want to make their roadmap public. They want to restrict it into their organizations only. Means they want their roadmap for their internal use only, for their developers and the product managers only, not for customers. So that is also possible, or we can restrict it to for specific organizations. So that the setting is here. We can make the roadmap portal restricted and restrict it by organization. So we can select here organization. We can restrict it to those organizations only. This is multi-select organizations, and we can restrict it to email domains. So we can have email domains here, comma separated. So suppose I write like amidots.com, comma example.com. So users whose username ends with amoebiods.com and example.com can log in to this board only. Other users cannot log in. So suppose I want to use this board internally only for my company amoebiods only. I can restrict it by email domain and make it to amoebiods.com only. So that is also possible using this feature. So this is main use case. Another use case is the power of JQL. Power of JQL means these features are auto transitioned by automatic by Jira Service Management, as this data is fetched from via JQL. Using the REST API, this data is fetched by fetched from Jira via JQL. Another main important is it is a secure app, as it is add-on to JSM. All your data is a part of Jira and it is stored securely. Also, it is a cloud fortified and has done all the assessment, security assessment. These are some useful resources. Those are we I will share with you in chat window. This is the survey that is done by Amoebiods with the different product managers, and this is a blog of our software product roadmap about this product that I will show you, share with you in this in the chat window. Okay, this is all about the roadmap portal.
Great, thank you. So if you'll want to drop some of your questions inside, or if you just want to speak up, that's great. Or yeah, so anyone have any questions? I already put one on there.
I see you have a question in the chat of will a data center version of this app be available in the future?
No, for now only the cloud version is available. We are planning to develop its data center version in coming future. But for the next few quarters, we are not thinking on it on priority. We are working to make this product more better in cloud first. Then we will think about the data center version.
I had a question. So one of the concerns of like we have an app store. And so we get, reviews, we get 1-star reviews, we get 5-star reviews. And
Okay.
so sometimes that, we have to respond, and usually it's a generic like, thanks for your feedback, please go
Mm,
to blah blah, so that,
mm,
and we direct
mm,
them to the right place.
mm.
And so my question is, so that feedback we can't control, right? And it can be, mean, whatever it is. And so when it comes to utilizing this roadmap feature and showing it public,
Mm.
one of the things that I do love is the concept of the upvoting, because that gives us the insight of this is something that multiple users are facing. So I really love that feature. Is it possible, I think, is it possible to make that feature public and not part of a login, or does a user have to create an account and log in to get the ability to upvote and comment?
So first of all, user no need to create the account. He can use his existing Jira Service Desk account, as this product is a app to Jira Service Management. So anyone who is having Jira service management can install this app. So in Jira service management, we manage the different customers. Means we can add the different organizations there and their users there, and they assign the roles to the those users as a customer. So those customer can see. Let me share my screen again. So as as I shown you, this is our customer request, that is list of active users. So this is our view, but you can see this is a customer view. The customer can view this request like this. So the customers can access only this part. So now you want to control the request into roadmap portal, right? Which request should be shown on roadmap portal, which request should not be shown. So you can control this request using this configuration tabs and columns. So you can use JQL in more intelligent way, or you can create one custom field. And suppose you will have the custom field in a roadmap portal, like show in your JSM, like show on portal, and the possible values are like yes or no. So whenever you receive a new request, the default value of that request of show on portal is no. So this request will be not shown here in on portal. And then after reviewing that request, if you want this request is okay, this should be shown on the roadmap portal, you can edit that request and make that custom field value from no to yes
Okay.
only. Then this request will start showing here. And same applies for the comments. Means for comments also you can control the comments, that what should be shown on the portal publicly and what should not be shown. Means you can moderate the comments. Means if
Okay.
you create a board and make this configuration like the moderate comments, then whenever any user add comment, then that comment will go into pending first. And then admin can come here. Admin will receive the mail that you have new comment in roadmap portal, and then admin can see here three sections. The pending section, he can see the
Oh, yeah.
pending, and the approved one, he can approve, see here approved, and he can reject the comment from here. If comment is rejected, then it will go into the rejected one. From rejected one also he can the approve. This is to control the uh, comments on public portals. So after approval only it can show on the portal if the moderation is on.
Okay, great. And then, so that comes through email, I think is what you
Yes.
said, and
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
someone has
For
to
each
add it in.
activity, you will receive an email. Uh, Suppose new comment is added, or you can subscribe any issue like suppose here you can see the unsubscribe and subscribe option. If you subscribe any issue, then you will get all the activities on this issue. Whenever any activity is done, you will get the email notification. So whenever a new comment is added or new vote is added, vote removed, vote behave as added, you will get the notification. Whenever you add vote, you will be auto subscribe to this issue. You can then come and unsubscribe if you don't want any emails. One more thing, project admin will see one more link here, the board activity. Here you can see the different activities on this board. So here you can see the comments added, comment removed, sorry, vote added, vote removed, comment added, and its details. This is for all users activity. If he want to see only his own activity, then he can see its own activity here. Along with that, end user also, sorry, admin can also see the reports here. See which is a more trending issue, has more vote counts, or which is more trending comment here on different boards, along across all the boards, or across few boards, or a single board. Here you can see graphs the number of votes or comments month wise. The trending users here, active users, those are more votes and comments or more active on the boards. Uh, and then there is a help tab here. You can contact Amoebiods for you can add your new ticket, or here the documentation link. So these reports, admin can also see these reports to manage their boards.
Then I have one last question. Oh, I think we had a question on the upvoting that we were just talking. Is it written to the vote field or is it in a separate field? I think you showed that.
If issues are uploaded, is that written to vote field, or it is in a separate field? Sorry, you guys have asked my questions. I will work on separating the video.
And I think she might have dropped off. So
Okay. So end user can vote on the any issue. So I'm not getting it. Is that
okay.
written to the vote field, or it is separate field? So each Connie
Okay.
is available. Okay. She dropped it.
I think she's not here
Okay.
anymore, so we probably can skip that one.
Okay.
And so I have one more question if no one else has one. So I know you brought up the concept of the duplicates. It's something that we struggle with
Right.
constantly. Is there any advice or suggestions you have there on how to handle duplicates that are coming in and utilizing this roadmap on the public view?
Okay. So for our product, we are receiving the customer request daily in depending upon the popularity of our product, right? As we receive 15 50 to 100 requests daily. Okay. So for our product, So what our product managers do initially, they were doing to cross check all these requests with previous data, whether this request is already present, mark is duplicate. Now what they do, they will simply come to our roadmap. Here they only here we have search options available. Suppose anyone uh, new request come like, I want to clone a roadmap portal. I want this functionality to ability to clone roadmap portal. So what we can see, directly search here, do we have the clone function ticket already? Okay, so you can see here we already have the clone request already, which is already in progress. Then I can open this. uh, then I can add would be upon this, that the new user who has requested this feature, that so that he will be the uh, part of this conversation, and we will be subscribed to this issue and will get update of this. uh, and add add any comment here if the new user is expecting uh, something new, different than what is written over here. So that is also will be discussed here, because this is request is from two different customers. So one is expecting x things, is expecting x plus y plus z things in this request. So all this will be discussed here also, and uh, the decision will be taken what should be the part uh, what should be finalized and will be part of the product. So each one will be the part of this discussion. The product project admin also, the first request creator also, and the new request creator also. And and they will receive the notification when any activity on this ticket, or whenever this issue make transition. So
Great.
this way the duplicates can be managed, and this can also be done by customer only. So uh, what customer can also do, suppose customer want to have the feature like ability to pin a comment, so customer can come here and search for a feature, that the feature I want is this in planned phase or next in line or in progress. If you don't find any feature, or if you find that feature, he can directly comment out there. If we don't find any feature, he can directly create new request here with that feature.
Cool. Well, thank you so much. We're a bit over. Thanks everyone who stayed on. And y'all enjoy your day. Make sure that you fill out our survey. Cool.
Thank you
Yeah,
all
that's
very
what
much
we
for being
know.
here. We appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you for your time, guys.